Hi, I'm Christina and I'm so excited to share with you what I learned and discovered about an amazing wellness technology. You may have heard that we need to drink 8 glasses of water a day, but do you really know why? Our bodies are made up of over 75% water. We have trillions of cells, our body's tissue, our organs. They all need hydration, they need water to survive. But not all water is created equal. We all know that tap water is filled with contaminants. It has chemicals that are added, all of which is harmful to our bodies. And while bottled water might seem like the practical option, the process is largely unregulated. We also then end up consuming all the chemicals that are leaching into this water from the plastic. Bottled water is not necessarily healthier than tap water, and yet it costs so much more. And often the only difference is that the added minerals which have no proven health benefits. Bottled water can also be slightly acidic, and that can actually disrupt our body's pH balance. And not to mention the impact on our environment. The production and disposal of plastic bottles is damaging to our planet and our ecosystems. So what can you do? What if you knew of a product that can give you clean, healthy, great tasting, refreshing drinking water, but could also replace all of your harmful chemicals in both your home and business and really help you go green? Do you want to learn how? Let me show you. This is my new life-changing product that filters water and through electrolysis produces super hydrating, alkaline, antioxidant-rich water. This portable device, it attaches to your faucet, and it's like having your very own water factory. It actually produces 5 versatile types of waters. First, the water travels through the carbon antibacterial filter to remove contaminants and chlorine, leaving you with clean, incredibly delicious drinking water. Next, the water flows through 8 electrically charged platinum-dipped titanium plates, producing alkaline and acidic waters. It's alkalized, chemical-free, and full of antioxidants. It fully hydrates and detoxifies the body. So how can water be antioxidizing? An antioxidant stops oxidation, which leads to the damaging of our cells. The water's anti-aging, anti-inflammatory, reducing oxidation or this rusting process. This industry-leading technology uses electricity to separate the molecules in your water, leaving more antioxidizing molecules available to stop oxidation, inflammation, and the aging process. This is an ORP meter. It literally measures a liquid's potential to reduce oxidation. The more positive a reading, the more oxidizing or inflammatory the liquid is. The more negative the reading, the more anti-inflammatory, antioxidizing, and ultimately anti-aging the liquid is. So let's see what we can learn about these liquids. We have Sprite here, and if I take this ORP meter, we can see instantly the number is a positive, highly oxidating liquid in the 400s. We know we're not supposed to drink pop. It's so unhealthy for us. This is just another reason why not to. We'll move over to the Gatorade. This is similar to our Propels, our sports drinks, Powerade. This is also in the 400s. Sometimes we see these numbers creeping up closer to 500. Let's see what our high pH alkalized water looks like. Instantly, we've dropped to a negative reading. It's in the minus 600s. And this water's been sitting out for a little bit. When it's fresh out of my tap, it's probably closer to around the minus 750s. So now let's check out what happens when we look at the bottled waters. This seems to be the practical choice for so many people. We've got Aquafina. This is in the 300s, 330. We'll go over to Dasani. Looks like the number's around 370. And of course, Smart Water. And all of these bottled waters, they're all dead waters without naturally occurring minerals. So we have demineralized reverse osmosis water, or even in some cases, vapor distilled water as we're testing right now. So this one's at about 348. We'll go over to the Fiji. We're in the 330s again, 328. Let's try the tap. Our tap water is quite oxidating here, 450. And then let's go back to Kangen. Our high pH alkalized water, minus 615. Again, this is the only liquid in the entire lineup that has a negative read or is a true antioxidant. Everything we eat or drink is either acidifying or alkalizing to our body. But unfortunately, the majority of us are consuming foods or drinking beverages which are filled with sugar or highly processed, leaving our bodies in a state of acidosis, which leads to disease and of course accelerates the aging process. By restoring the body to an alkaline state, we can regain control of our health. Since our bodies are over 70% water, the best way to do this is by drinking water with a good amount of naturally occurring alkaline minerals, instead of water that has chemical additives. When we're born, we're alkaline. And as we age, experience stress, or eat poorly, our bodies are constantly in overload. This electrically reduced, hydrogen-rich water works to restore your body to a more alkaline state, which is optimal for good health. These are pH drops like what you would use to test your pool water or another liquid for its pH and acidity levels. What you'll notice here, we've got Pop and the Gatorade. They show up in the 3.5, 4 range. And then you've got your high pH alkalized water, which is clearly closer to the 9.5. And so this machine generates 8.5, 9, and 9.5 waters, so you can control your level of detox. So let me show you what happens when we start to drink this high pH alkaline water. A lot of people will ask, well, how long does it take to see a change in our body when we start to drink this water? So I'll just add a little bit here. We can see that it's quickly changing what was acidic to a more alkaline state. But if we try to add this to our Gatorades and our Sprites, it's really difficult. And what I found out was that it takes almost 32 equivalent sized glasses of the high pH alkalized water to neutralize this equivalent amount in Sprite or Pop. So I have this bottle of Sprite, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour it into this vase. And as we learned earlier, soda and Pop is quite acidic. So as I add these pH drops, we're going to see that become very evident. So what we want to know though is how much high pH alkalized water do we need to neutralize the damage and the acidity of this one bottle of Pop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start filling up my measuring cup. This is high pH alkalized water, 9.5. I'm going to add that to the vase. So far this is 2 quarts or 8 cups that have been added. And as we can see, it's still quite acidic. So let's keep adding some more and see how long it's going to take to bring it to a neutral state. So I can't fit enough high pH alkalized water into this vase to neutralize this one bottle of Sprite. In fact, it would take 16 liters or over 4 gallons of high pH alkalized water to neutralize the damage caused by this one bottle. Let me show you the difference between alkaline and alkalized water. This alkaline water here has added ingredients, whereas alkalized water does not. Paul's going to help us see what happens to chemically produced alkaline waters when you ingest them. The alkaline effect doesn't last in the chemically produced alkaline water. This technology is able to produce water that can deeply hydrate your body, which is so important for aiding in the removal of toxins, improving the absorption of beneficial nutrients, and just supporting our body with all of its hydration needs. Our body has trillions of cells and they all need to be hydrated. So let's see this in action. We're gonna use this tea bag and we're gonna pretend that this is one of our body cells. Typically when I make tea, I boil water. But these are all cold waters. And let's imagine that we're trying to hydrate our body with these bottled waters. Let's see what happens. So we're using Dasani, we're drinking Dasani. And the whole idea of this is really to just show an impression of how this can improve hydration and detoxification in the body. We're not seeing much happen here. Isn't that amazing? This really highlights the improved extractability of this water. But you know, some skeptics will say, well, that's because the tea bag was already wet. So let's try again. Let's say we're trying to hydrate with Aquafina. We're gonna add bottled water to the same wet tea bag. And this is really important for individuals like athletes, anyone who's looking for improved recovery, optimal brain function, detoxifying our body and ridding it of toxins. We want the deep hydration. So this high pH alkalized water is showing that it's really able to continue to extract from the tea bag. If we're gonna hydrate with smart water, we're still disappointed. So this really is showing how we really experience that difference when we start to drink high pH alkalized water. we have such an improved absorption, way better hydration, and we won't feel that experience of having that weighted, sloshy, heavy water feeling in our stomach. So it's a really great visual for demonstrating how effective this water is as a deeply hydrating option for us. Let's imagine that these tea drops are representing like a supplement or maybe some creatine that you'd consume with your water. I'll put 12 drops in each glass. And let's say we're gonna drink these supplements with bottled water. So we'll take our Dasani, we'll fill that up, and look what we see when we add high pH alkalized water. Wow, isn't that incredible? So it really goes to show us how when we're consuming our supplements with a super hydrating water like this one, how much more of that is actually being readily made available to our bodies. That's not all your device can do. It has other machine settings that make special waters that can help you go green and chemical-free in your home. The clean water setting has a neutral pH of 7 that's great for cooking and baby formula. The beauty water setting makes a water that is a pH of 6 and acts as a toner, balancing the pH of your skin to make a soft, beautiful appearance. This slightly acidic water is recognized for its astringent effects. It's terrific to use for gentle cleaning and beauty care. And it's amazing as a face wash, hair care, and even for pet care. By the way, when you wash your produce with tap water, the chlorine is actually being absorbed into your fruits and vegetables. The same applies with your shower, and that's why we have the Enespa shower unit for your home. If you use bottled water or filtered water in your home, the chemicals are simply being absorbed into your produce, and the worst part is that it's not pulling out the pesticides and really cleaning the produce the way it should, whereas the 11.5 can remove oil, emulsify it, and strip off those pesticides. The strong acidic water has a pH of 2.5. It acts as a disinfectant and can be used to replace most of your harmful household cleaners for cleaning, reducing germs, hygiene, and in commercial operations too. This water's powerful cleansing properties are used to clean kitchen utensils, countertops, and more to prevent cross-contamination. And it's also safe to use topically to replace hand sanitizer, mouthwash, and even teeth whitener. Now, let's take a look at the strong 11.5 alkaline water. It works as an emulsifier, it removes pesticides from your produce, making it taste healthier, and it makes your produce last longer too. These are not organic, and pesticides are oil-based, so they don't wash off in the rain. Well, the 11.5 is our strong alkaline, high pH alkalized water that is highly antioxidant, and it can actually remove oils, which is why you can replace your laundry detergent with it and replace any kind of degreaser, even for your stove. Now here's the best part. We'll wash these tomatoes with bottled water, or let's say tap water, and we'll wash these tomatoes with 11.5 water. Do your own research on PubMed and check it out. The best part is that not only does the produce taste better, it doesn't have that filmy, gross pesticide taste, but the produce also lasts about a week longer too. So now that you've seen what this amazing technology can do for your health, it's easy to see how this product is changing lives. We'd like to bring the cleanest, healthiest water to you and your family and make a global impact on your health, starting with your community. One more note on plastic bottles. It may seem like the practical or convenient choice, but the water's acidic. It's basically a poison to your body, and with all the harmful chemicals that leach from these bottles, it not only pollutes our body, but also our environment. Some bottled water companies take water from indigenous peoples so they have none, just so we can have a more convenient bottle. When you're drinking this water instead of bottled water, it's better for the community, your ecosystem, and you and your family. The time is now to make this most amazing lifestyle choice. Get back to the person who shared this discovery with you to make this change together.